this is Steve Czar with Go-Lex.com. Before we get started on a busy day in Lexington Athletics, I need to do a big thank you to all of the staff and administrators for Lexington Public Schools and any of the area schools that may happen to be listening to this. Last night, Cozad had a bus accident south of Kearney. I still don't have all the details on it, but it just goes to show that there's a lot of things that can happen and a lot of things don't happen. We travel a lot over the year from one end of the state to the other, and nothing really happens. Luckily, these accidents are a rarity. I hope and wish that everyone involved with this accident, that nobody's seriously injured, because that very easily could have been a Lexington bus, as we had a volleyball team down at Minden, just like Cozad was playing softball at Minden. So I want to take this time and thank everyone that's involved with the transportation at Lexington High School. September 1st was a busy day in Lexington Athletics, as every team was busy. The only team that wasn't busy was the varsity football team, but there was a freshman football team. This was the first football game on the new turf. I didn't have a chance to get over there to see how everything worked out, but it looked like it was quite a crowd there for that event. The major event of the day was the cross-country meet at Overton Golf Course. The Lexington girls fared pretty well. Madeline Armstrong and Susanna Calmo finished first and second, respectively. They battled neck and neck all the way down to the end. Yvonne Contreras and Yarly Cimental Saucedo were 8th and 9th. Diane Ramirez Limas was 15th. Marissa Garcia was 17th. Ashley Rentera Hernandez and Miriam Limas were 22nd and 23rd. Malin Nova and Viviana Gonzalez were 25th and 26th. Alondra Arriega and Catherine Martinez were 32nd and 33rd. As you can tell, our girls were packed together well and ran well together. On the boys' side, Oscar Aguado Mendez and Lazaro Adme Lopez were 2nd and 3rd in the race. They both just set their personal records. Kevin Prada was 7th. Anthony Tarsena 9th. Herson Rodriguez 12th. And then a group of Minutemen, but from 20th to 23rd, Eduardo Duarte Benavides, Ruggielo Garcia Vargas, Enrique Martinez, and Isaias Portillo Munoz grouped together and finished there. Let me see. So we're looking through the finishing here. Jonah Bryan was 29th. Edson Rocha was 37th. Zach Converse was 41st. Isaiah Quinones was 43rd. And Christian Burton was 50th. Again, no team scores on this, but Lexington seemed to fare well. The Minutemen will be back at it at their big invite on Tuesday out at the Lakeside Golf Course. The Diamond Maids were also busy on Thursday. They traveled to Gothenburg. This is a team they've faced before, played really tight during the Lex tournament. Thursday's matchup wasn't nearly as tight. Gothenburg got away with a 5-run inning in the bottom of the second, and Lexington never really bounced back. They ended up falling in 7 innings, 7-1. Lexington gave up 13 hits. Looks like there was a lot of Lexington errors. They recorded 4 in the game. They did have 3 hits in the game. But Lexington has had a good week. They've bounced back. I think they're 5-8 now overall. And they'll take some time off before getting back on the diamond after the Labor Day break. The volleyball team traveled to Minden Thursday night, falling to the Whippets in 3 sets, 25-12, 25-11, 25-15. This is the 4th loss of the season. Our maids are still looking for their first win of the season. Hopefully they can get it this weekend at the Lexington tournament. I believe games start at 9 o'clock. The tennis team had a double duel on Thursday at home. They squared off against York in the early match and won that 8-1. The lone loss that we had was actually very close. Topher Schwartz ended up losing a tiebreaker in his number 4 singles match. In the late match against GICC, this is probably the toughest contest they've had this year. They ended up getting beat 8-1. Their one win was from Topher Schwartz in the number 4 singles match, where he won 8-6. The tennis team is back in action tomorrow, Saturday, at the doubles tournament in Kearney. The golfers were scheduled to be in action at York, and I have yet to get any results on that, but I did want to report that they were supposed to play. They did go out to Scotts Bluff on Tuesday, so they've kind of been all over the country this past week. They're looking forward to their home tournament next week as well. So for Go-Lex.com, I'm Steve, and remember, go big, go orange.